You don't want to be afraid to fail. You don't want to be afraid to make mistakes and afraid of failure. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's Mike here. Today I'm just going to talk about how to become a more confident photographer. It's super windy out right now and it's not very nice, so I was not going to do the POV shoot. I might do it a little later, so I'm just going to talk about, for now while I'm inside, how to become a more confident photographer. And the first tip is basically, you don't want to be afraid to fail. You don't want to be afraid to make mistakes and afraid of failure. So before, when I first started, I would just say yes. And even now, I say yes to all opportunity. Sometimes I don't know if it's going to be perfect. I don't know if I have the right equipment. But you just say yes to expose yourself to different projects, different environments, and you learn as you go. So one of the things that I did when I had my first event, it was a wedding. One of the things that I had was I had this GoPro, or what is it? The Go mic, Rode Wireless Go. So I had the Rode Wireless Go mic, and this little dead cat on top, if you don't have that on there, then it will scrape against the clothing and pick up the wind and everything, but this doesn't stay on very well. So I used this for a wedding, this mic, and I had it inside of the suit coat, and it didn't really pick up the audio exactly how I wanted to. So I learned what I had to do to make the audio better from doing that. So it's just trying different things, doing things, saying yes, just getting out there and filming more, taking more photos. And for me, I've tried to do everything possible. I've done portrait shoots, I've done landscape, I've done POV shoots with a GoPro, try to edit, take videos of myself, do behind the scenes B-roll. So a lot of different things. You just keep trying things. And through that trying and experimenting and just practicing, you get better, you get more confident, you get to know the industry, your skills, all that. You get to know it better, how people react to photos. And when I've done some portrait shoots, you realize people are negative on themselves. So you have to be like, no, you look fine. Just trust me, it looks good. The photo looks good. But sometimes people are like, no, I don't like the way I look here. I don't like the way I look there. So that's kind of challenging. You have to sort of direct them and understand what looks good. And so stand like this, pose like this, look this way. So you have to become a leader and direct them and show them what looks good. As a photographer, you're trying to put them in a position where they look the best. So it just comes from practice. It comes from saying yes and not being afraid to make mistakes. I still make mistakes now, just upgrading equipment, using different equipment. The other day I did some videos with the A7 III and I had this Rode mic, but for some reason the audio didn't really come in. So the videos weren't perfect, but still made them work. I was doing some filming for someone in the real estate field, and the audio wasn't perfect, but yeah, we still made it work. And now I learned, okay, there's something with the audio on the A7 III, but now I know just from doing it, from practicing. So now I know to always check to make sure the audio is good. So it just become more confident as a photographer and videographer. Just comes from just trying things, experimenting, getting out there, just always practicing. And then you have to, for me, I just love doing it. So I'm always going to try different things, experiment, learn, buy courses. I just got the TikTok course from that Icelandic guy who's one of my favorite YouTubers. So buying courses, I'm going to get the Sean Kitching course for a video. I bought the full-time filmmaker course. So we're just investing in yourself, getting courses, upgrading, getting better at the skill. So if you're really into photography, videography, then it's just practicing. And also with YouTube and Instagram and all that, just keep uploading, just try to get better. So every time I try to get just a little bit better and a little better, a little better. So, and then the other thing too is when I used to I did a little bit of I guess you could say modeling, where I would do some shoots, and I always felt so weird. I remember I was in Barcelona and I did some photos on the street, and I felt so odd because everyone's looking at me and I felt so strange. But then you do that a little bit, then you do the next one, you feel a little bit better, next time a little bit better. So it's always like little steps where you feel more and more confident. And now I feel like I could go out and do a shoot anywhere and I would feel comfortable. I don't feel as like everyone's looking at you or everyone thinks it's weird or everyone's staring, you sort of, the more you do it, you build that muscle and you care less and less. So when you first start talking to the camera, start at home, start at a place where there's no one around. And then you can go out, maybe go outside. You see some people go out into a field or in the woods when there's no one around. And I did the same thing. I first was like, I'll do some videos at my place. And then that got boring. So then I'm like, I want to go outside. I'll find a place where there's no one around, so no one is listening to me, or like you feel more comfortable. Then you do that. Then you go, okay, I'll go to a place with only a few people. Then you do that. And then you say, okay, I'll go to a place and film where it's really crowded. And then the next step up from there is I can walk around in the street with my camera like this, vlogging. And then you're like, don't care what anyone thinks. So it's all like little steps. And then also don't judge yourself too harshly. That's one thing that we all kind of do, is judge our content. I just uploaded a TikTok that did really well for my TikTok. It did awesome. I had over 500 likes. And I thought, it's gonna be okay. It's not the best. It'll be decent. I was comparing myself to everyone else. And I uploaded it and all the comments were like, wow, you're amazing. The photography was so good. It was an awesome video. Like everyone liked it. All the comments were so positive. So I could have judged it and not even uploaded it, but instead just do the best I can at that time, upload it, and people actually really liked it. So don't judge your content too harshly. Just do the best you can with where you're at, improve, get better and better and better, and yeah, just keep uploading and keep working on your craft and your skill. So that's some tips on how to become a more confident photographer. So yeah, if you have any questions about that, leave a comment down below. You can also DM me on Instagram. I'll leave that down below. Also, if you're interested in sort of learning to escape the 9-to-5, or develop a skill or a passion you can make money from, like photography, then make sure you check out my podcast, the No Boss Podcast. I'll leave the link down below. So that's all for this video. Make sure you subscribe. A lot more videos coming out every week, and I'll talk to you in the next one.